Thanks, Alex. Yes, we're back. We don't get much time because we're trying to catch up in G2. HellRaisers is our next match. Thankfully, it didn't go to Inferno. That would have really triggered me.
Yeah, you had enough of that now?
I have. I've had enough.
Well, we're going to mix things up and go to Cobble, so that's going to be fine. I think it's promising for both teams. Like, HellRaisers have been known to be a good Cobble team. That's why they've got a lot of their upsets in the past.
Yeah,
hasn't been a great run recently from what you saw on the stats on the screen just there, but G2, very good on this map as well, as Duncan pointed out. This has been a Kenny S map and a Shoxy map for quite a long time.
Well, as you said, too, that if there's any correlation in the rise of the online performances or a phase dropping off as of late, then HellRaisers are a little bit on the up right now.
Yeah, sure.
And if that's true, then they could still give a fright to G2 here, because we've seen one great LAN game from G2, but a lot of shaky online performances. So I know in practice, everyone says G2 should be the best team in the world. They practice like they are, so maybe it is time that they arrived, and it is about the 2-month window where you'd think they've got enough practice in, but there's lots of little stories that point to both directions here. I still favor G2 in this. I do. I think that is the safer bet. And I think I picked them in my prediction, but I am going to go with it. Now that we're on cobblestone, I think Kenny and Shox together on this team, this should be a great cobble team.
Well, here we go then. Excuse me. We'll be HellRaisers starting on the T side, CT side here, and G2 on the T side. They've got 4 sets of armor, G2, and Apex with the smoke and flashbang. Looks like they'll be focusing towards A and saving that smoke for connector. Angel to strike first, they can't hit the headshot, and they'll be falling back towards the bomb site here.
Good pick up from Angel, though. That'll give confidence to a good start. 5 versus 4 as they approach the site. Good response, though, from Kenny. MBK is going to take down Angel, who managed one beforehand. They just level again if you're keeping up, if you're doing the math. If you're playing along at home, Kenny will swing out and take down Bondic. Reload, he gets in behind the truck, but Dead Fox has got a better shot onto him. We're level yet again, but the bomb plant going down, safe side of the hotspot, means that NBK has vision and they have to cross him. There's no need to peek it. They still are. They're going aggressive for the information early. Apex swung out as well. He has not yet spotted. I don't think Dead Fox getting onto the ramp, but they'll hear him. NBK certainly spotted him now. Good shot, good damage. The round should be theirs at this point in time, but we'll see if Dead Fox has any heroics. Needs headshots, gets one instead.
NBK and Kenny S, nice little tag team combo there towards the A side. Is the first kill coming from Angel. He spotted them all coming from long A there. As we said, the smoke goes towards the connector there from G2, and they strike and go very aggressively indeed and hit all the shots required. That tag team are managing to get 3 kills for NBK, headshotting absolutely everyone as well. And quite a comfortable round towards the end there, looking like they had a decent crossfire. The bomb down as well, no kits with the CTs, couldn't really do much about that. Going to the second round, the force spike comes in. Scout comes for Sticko now. It looked like Dead Fox was going to be awarding that weapon, but Sticko's got the armor and maybe a better spawn, so he's taking it. As we go into round number 2 here. 2 AKs, 3 MAC-10s for the French squad. Going to be flashing over presumably towards A long. I cannot see any CTs there from this point of view. There's one sneaking about towards danger. It's going to be Angel, but taken down by Body.
Spotted him, got him. Angel goes down, it's Body that will continue on. Scout for Sticko. It's a pretty scout. So pretty you might think it's an op. He certainly does with that shot. Gets down Body. And he looks for more. Oh, that NBK should be a kill in the second peak. Certainly is. He's got 2 now with the scout. Things are falling apart, but they're neutralizing ever so slightly because Kenny and the AK has managed to pick up a good number of kills. 2 for him, 2 important as they get late into the round. And the Dragon Lore, what do they call those things? Karambits? Is that what those knives are?
I didn't see it. I was looking away.
It's like the when you spin and...
Oh, that's the flip knife?
No, Karambit.
Is it? Okay, yeah. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I only have a default knife.
That's sad.
Yeah, Simple was supposed to send me one.
So you keep telling me. Maybe why don't you confront him?
Because I haven't done that 20 times.
Anyway, full eco now for HellRaisers. They have 1 flashbang, and they'll be sending 3, maybe 4 players towards long A here, and just 1 towards B. That's 0, and he's only got the P2000, so a full eco. Nothing really invested apart from that flashbang. They flash towards top and middle. They've got some control of that area, but unfortunately, it will be a B-sided attack, and 0, he might get 1 kill here, which he does, but he'll be taken down momentarily. Does manage to stay alive for a reasonable amount of time. Could get 2 here.
This is actually, yeah, he definitely is. That's amazing. Stays behind the flower pot and then just runs around and makes a bit of confusion, causes a bit of confusion, I should say.
Another dink comes in as well. This is possible.
Oh!
Okay, touchdown.
Get wrecked. Okay, we'll try and spray down the rest as they walk in from the flank at long, and he manages very successfully to take down all 3 with headshots. Get a little warm-up in there. It's like DM.
Yeah. Looking pretty crispy. NBK looking quite calm there towards the platform. They couldn't really duel him. So There was some nice work from Zero with the P2000 to get 1 kill, and then a second with the MAC-10 as well. I didn't think he'd get more than that. I thought he'd be traded straight away. Apex overlooks that position, then he rushes in with his MAC-10, gets an extra $600 for the first gun round, which is always beneficial. 900 in total with the pistol kill. Going to the first gun round here. No Dead Fox Orb. That is a problem. He is very, very good at the AWP, being pivotal to some of their success recently. Oh, Dead Fox there. It's a bit of a question mark when he first came into the team, but he's proven to be a worthy asset. First gun round comes in. Nothing really given away as of yet from GT. They are heading towards Long A, though. Apex wants the duel. Flash comes in. 2 of them, in fact, as well. So Molotov towards Haybar's position. Smoked out. Dead Fox has to fully fall back in this position. And even though they're smoked out, they can push through this afterwards. It's going to be a full A-side approach at the moment. This suggests they have to stick towards the A-side. They've got no one in B-halls, right? They have no idea if the flanks are coming in. It's quite unlikely CT to come all the way in the back, but this suggests to me they're going to have to operate quite quickly. Smoke towards connector, maybe Molotov towards the balcony as well, and allow KennyS to do his thing.
Fox will wait. Bottom mid as well with Body off to his left. Body thinks about going through, could get flashed in to clear the position once they get down danger, but a flash may not be required if they can just walk out the door from danger and see it all themselves. Smoke off door. Toward balcony. Kenny. Oh, just barely, and Apex close by.
Beautiful.
We'll take down Dead Fox. That is beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Everyone covering their backs, and KennyS, the shot through the wall as well. Couldn't be more perfect there. Like I said, they had to operate quickly, lost control of the B-halls, or maybe just left it, and had the focus towards the A side of the map and keeping all 5 players alive here. And Shoxy, he's hunting a little bit more, spots 1, and it should be Sticko meeting his maker at this point. We'll see whether he can stay alive. He'll be backed up by Zero, who's in T-spawn, but he's being hunted as well.
Zero is, in a great position to see if they walk around to try to hunt for kills. Now, they may consider it because of this situation. Yeah, there you go. Good read. Sticko, the last, giving himself up. Run down the drop, force them to come after you. NBK knows he's gone. Does he get in position? Oh, what?
Shoxy was low. I think Body must have...
Body tried to Molotov him
down.
in drop, and then he must have jumped down on top of it. I didn't see the X-ray. Couldn't quite tell where that was, but it's kind of funny considering they're chasing down a guy who's trying to save.
It's not a huge deal in the cons.
No, but it's kind of funny.
But it is kind of funny, you're right. So yeah, that's going to be another clean round, and the 5-0 should be coming in quite comfortably. This point it's 4-0 now. This has to be a full eco now for HellRaisers, not keeping a single player alive there. Tried to save the 2 weapons, and maybe they would have had a chance in this one, but unfortunately not. BT50s, 5-7s, and Deagles. This is an amazing start from T2. 5-0 on the T side is always going to be beneficial. Orbs in the hands of KennyS, and Apex uses this chance to throw over his AK, and he'll be using the MAC-10, try and farm some cash. He knows he's up against unarmored players here. Angel has got the body armor, but not really much he can do with that setup.
Fox will get boosted up to cover off long if Dead Fox tries to peek out with the Deagle. Forward stance from those on the A site. You've got 1 at the bottom middle, 1 coming out toward long. Bondic being the one at mid and Angel being the one at long, but it's going to be a regroup over toward B, and this means it's a weakened B defense. I know it's on pistols, but typically it's the side you see more common of a stack.
Yeah. Well, small B execution coming in there. Dead Fox will try and challenge with the Desert Eagle. Gets his head blown off though. That's the perfect way to pick it up as well. With the SMG, extra money for him. And he's looking for a bit more here as well. Won't be checking towards his right just yet, and that could be to his detriment, as it's going to be 0 defiance in the round. Should be firmly still in GT's favour here, but finding a kill is always going to be a little bit interesting. The bomb going down momentarily might even be required at this point, as Angel is left in the 3 versus 1, and he's in T-spawn by the looks of things. Yep, there he is. So that's the round over. The only player with armor. Can't do much here, hoping to find a straggler in the B-halls there. B by the looks of things.
Bill starts to work toward the drop room to see what he can find. Where did the guns go down? I think much closer to the site. Pistol there from his teammate, but he's already got a 5.7.
Yeah, he might as well save the body armor to the next round. They'll be buying up his guns. That'll save him $650. And if a teammate does need a drop, he can give him the 5.7. It's something, better than nothing. As we go into 5-0 for G2. Losing a couple of frags. KennyS Orb goes down, but obviously Shoxy picks it up. Throwing that back over into the next round. Now is a chance for HellRaisers. With maximum loss bonus, we'll be able to get the AWP for Dead Fox, presumably, but he's got to go toe-to-toe with Kenny S, who, from what we saw yesterday, is hitting absolutely everything. He's been great online recently as well. And Angel, I think he has been discovered, but will just about survive here. Yes, he does indeed. So it won't be the most idyllic buy. You can see Dead Fox with 5,600. It's enough for the AWP, but not the head armor. Not a huge deal. You can suffice with just the body armor here. Gets the smoke and 2 flashbangs. Maybe no armor at all, by the looks of things. Opts for the utility instead of the protection. Double AWP set up on the T side. That's interesting. They did it yesterday a lot in Inferno, but not on the T side. This is quite unorthodox, but there was a duo to make it happen. It would be Shoxy and Kenny S. Shoxy proving himself to be very good at the AWP from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, that wasn't even spawn dependent per se. They do get Shox into a good position early for the boost over toward B, but the second op in the hands of Kenny just simply sat at the top of middle. T-side mid, so statue, if you will. The little boy holding the fish. Which I have no idea of the biblical significance.
Neither do I.
But I should know that. Smoke down, though, on the far side of the mid doors. That will limit Kenny's position. These double ops, they've got to find a pick with it to start things off. That'll work. Perfect. Dead Fox walks out into the crosshair of Shox. And MBK is already in drop on the back of this as well, which I don't think they've realized. They do have Bondik watching the window side. But I think MBK got down silently. It was almost perfectly timed with that op shot. Bondik knows he's got to get closer to the site to protect from long and support his teammate regardless, so he should be in a fine position, or is he going to give that up completely? MBK could strike. Yeah,
this is the thing. They're holding up and just seeing if MBK can make anything happen at this point. Smoke towards connector there, and they will be fully committing at this stage. Zero gets Molotov off towards Hobbit hole he goes. Bondik now really kind of needs to step up. We'll see what he can do anything at this position.
Bondik, shoulder was shown. They know he's there. They'll wrap around to take him, but there is the position at Hobbit. Zero gets one. Shox immediately trades. Got to trade that position at the least, so well done.
That's fine. It's normally good for 1 kill. If you allow it to get more than that, then you're in a lot of trouble here. But another save surely has to come in here. 4-on-2, 6-0 in the G2 side, and they can't really do anything here. HellRaisers, Angel and Sticko surviving. Maximum loss minutes is the next round. Not really enough to force around this. We'll see what they can do.
Every time I play that Hobbit position, I think I'm so clever because people will walk into B and I'll just like trigger discipline, like, oh, there's 2 in front of you. And then I'll kill them and I'll realize that it's like a fake and they're on A and I'll be like, why is this my luck? Why is this happening?
Every time.
Like it's happened like 4 times. Yeah. Every single time I play there, that's what happens. It's like, come on. Just once can I see a bomb on the ground after my good work? Oh, well. It's going to be MBK searching for one of the 2 remaining players, but they should keep these M4s up. There's nowhere near where they're hiding, out toward the statue and back at the A site. So 5-0 goes to 6 for now for G2.
I do save those 2 M4s. Like I said, maximum loss minutes, that's $3,400. For a CT side, not really enough, but the fact is they save 2 M4s. Those guys can drop M4s over. They probably will buy into this one. It won't be the best to buy. Certainly no AWP come into play. They can force something here. They'll probably have 4 rifles and maybe a shotgun or something like that, so tactical pause. Perfect time to bring it in. You get 3 to work with here, so just decide what you're going to do and how you're going to spread the wealth around. So those 2 guys will have a bit of residual cash. Maybe drop some pharmacists to allow the other guys to get some utility as well, but that's what they decide to do here. It's discussing it right now. It's a bit of a rough start for HellRaisers after taking FaZe down yesterday. That was a huge scalp today. I don't think anyone expected that to coming in. They have been playing well recently, but against FaZe on LAN, that's a tall order indeed, and they managed to pull it off. Another big name to go up against here in the form of G2. Obviously, haven't really proven themselves yet on LAN, but yesterday was very convincing, I have to say.
Eye-opening.
Eye-opening, yeah. That's a good way to put it. No one's expected too much of them from the online form, but you can only really take that with a pinch of salt. These guys are LAN beasts.
Certainly so. At least proving that they've put the time in for a reason, and there was a reason to be excited about this team to begin with. It is a winner's match, you said it. HellRaisers was able to take down FaZe yesterday, so it's not elimination by any means for HellRaisers in case you're just joining into the action or not understanding the format, but put G2 in a great position to try and get through 3-0, wouldn't it, right now?
That would be fantastic.
Ooh. Kenny normally flicks to hit those, you'd think, but Angel gets the kill instead on the M4s. He was already clearing that position with his crosshair, and that's going to give Angel a chance to pick up a second kill.
Yeah, a little difficult angle there for the terrorists to work with. Gives Angel 2 kills there. Kenny S going down as well, but still a 5-on-3 with 2 players on pistols. Still could be problematic. Not the best of buys here for HellRaisers.
UMP as well for 0. Take from that what you will. You don't consider them for bonus. What was that bounce? What texture exists there to create some sort of trigonometry issue? Shocks will get down. As he looks to his left, it's exactly when Bondic was able to get over onto the left side of the alleyway. However, they've lost the man boosted on the tree because he's dropped back down inside of the site. Sticko's repositioned. The op shot still trying to get shot. Shocks. He's audacious with the op, always trying to get into the drop position, but those kills at the start amount to too much. 3 kills in total for Angel. They'll take the round there first and keep 3 players alive in doing so.
He's one of the few players, right, that's always happy to go towards drop down with the AWP. We saw it many times before when in previous lineups with him. He's always very happy to do it and always brings out good results. This time only finds 1 kill. So it wasn't necessarily a force buy there from HellRaisers. They could have brought a lot more to the table there. They brought an extra UMP and some pistols, trying to keep their economy a little bit more modest. Angel challenging middle, one of the few players that had those M4s. He manages to get 2 big picks towards middle and actually equates to the round victory as well. Balls coming from G2 just to discuss what the idea is going forward. I don't think they'll go back to the double orb setup. It worked once and it was quite impressive, but you're always going to find yourself at a much slower pace. You can't execute as effectively either. I think the one orb setup with Kenny S is more than enough to go through situations with. They're kind of discussing right now how they pull this one back. And it won't be a harsh reset for HellRaisers here, but it will be the loss bonus being reduced to 1,400 if they lose this round. But I think they have enough cash considering they didn't go all in that previous round. Let's see how they handle themselves as we enter the 6-1 scoreline. Pause comes in.
So, is the reset a reality? Certainly a possibility. Angel, you'll get underneath again, throw the same smoke. It's just under that line on the arch, and therefore is bouncing inward, not out. Molotovs go through the hayloft onto the hay bales. Smoke down toward the second arch means the op has to reposition inside of the site. They've got the CTs pushed pretty far back already onto A. They'll get some map control out of this.
Yeah, it's looking pretty promising right now. We do have Dead Fox towards long A with the AWP, not holding the aggressive angle. Just wants to get the one and fall back. It's a more passive approach. Kenny S coming in though. It will be quite an exciting battle. Kenny S, this is bread and butter, the fast shots, but Dead Fox certainly with the advantage and he gets it. Does get tagged in the process. Kenny S struck first, but he'll win the duel overall.
Kenny is so quick, isn't he? Like in that position to strike first. Does very well. Angel's going to follow it up. Now they're getting rolling. Not just the opening kills, but they're getting doubles. In many situations, Angel as well has been very big, but Body finds 2 immediately after. And just like that, the A site's a problem. They're going to rotate in toward the balcony. Flank rotation as well going in from 0. He's going to have to be quick about it. But the bomb is not planted. That's his one saving grace in doing so. Shocks, checks barrel, but Molotov'd off. They'll assume it to be clear with the Molotov and assume correctly. In fact, they'll plant cannons just to be extra sure that no one's waiting in that corner. Zero's flank has worked out well, by the way. Finds the first kill. And actually manages with 11 HP to get around and in toward mid, but down he goes. Shocks, although moving, had to make sure he hit that. 11 HP made it quite easy. 15 HP for MBK, but it's a headshot. Knows it's at cannons. He can get off the platform.
So
and likely means as well that he's going to get rotated around from Bondic, who will now climb back up. But Shocks is waiting at stable. Smoke in the corner, tapping in the open. Shocks is ready. And a reset hits them hard.
That was so beautiful from Shocks. The fact he kills our player towards middle and doesn't stick around and try and take more duels and just guarantee the round at that point. He rotates all the way around, takes that aggro away from MBK, who's low HP on the bomb side as well. He gets himself in a position where, okay, they're going to be looking at Shocks. I'll take a duel here. 1 bullet to take me down. If I can land a headshot, that secures it. Shocks, he's got more than enough to work with here, and it works out perfectly. MBK does indeed find that kill towards APC. Leaves it in the 1v1, and good news is for Shocks in that position. As he's rotating in, the remaining CT does not have a kit. So a little bit of luck in that respect. The full defuse may have worked out, but it wasn't possible in that scenario. So the reset comes in, like I said, though. There will be residual cash here for HellRaisers. They managed to get 5 rifles out. Certainly not the best of buys, especially with 0 on towards that Famis, but Molotovs towards the steps, not quite towards Hobbit Hole here, and they're going to be going fast towards B.
Position from 0, finds 1, tries to look out beyond the tree to find Body, manages that as well. Drops off, so I say reset. They manage the force buy in with the FAMASs, and they'll survive because of it. They go 7-2.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they're going fast towards B, G2 at that point. I think they managed to be very low, and they're correct in that sense. There wasn't a ton of utility to work with, but the tree position stepping up tremendously there for Zero as he finds 2 kills on the Famous against all odds. You could see G2 are trying to operate very quickly, not execute, and maybe give too much away, having to let that surprise factor and overwhelm them with the firepower there. But Zero stepping up, took enough attention away from his teammates to get the crossfires in. Still lots of money available for G2. This is probably their final buy, though. If they don't win this, they'll be in trouble, but HellRaisers still managing to do a decent job. 7-2 now. They desperately claw their way back into this one.
Oof, jumping shot, shocks. Yeah, that's very, very close to getting that accurate toward Dead Fox. NBK will start to work his way into the right. Gets there as well to find Bondic on his left in E-box. Smoke off in the window. No one to jump back through, although Sticko did think of it. But MBK is more than willing to take these fights. 9 HP, he just holds post to keep them in an awkward position. And just like that, Shox is able to walk in. Dead Fox has no idea because he's so worried about drop. After he gets the kill, he's buying so much space, MBK. Apex and Body now to get kills. Zero, last alive, gets one of the 4 he needs. He's got the second, but Apex is immediately on the case. And Coach Smiths is much happy, much to be delighted about.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a role he's kind of getting used to. This is obviously his first event doing it, and we've seen some other former players try and step into the coaching position. Maniac comes to mind, first off.
But apparently Smiths is scary.
It's scary.
That's what I think Apex said in the interview.
I think it's scarily good.
I think he's scared of him. He's so intense.
Oh, I see. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I misread it then. I thought he said something along the lines of like he's.
Okay,
it's,
maybe
it's
I
scary
misread.
how dedicated or something he is to it. I think that's what he was going with. Maybe not scary.
Well, listen, it doesn't matter.
Either
The
way,
point stands.
neither
what
of us
you were
know,
gonna
so try and work
I don't
it
know
out.
anything. I never do. Point is, he's making a great coach.
Yeah, it's true. Well, we'll see whether he can continue this good form they're showing here at Starladder so far. 8-2.
Do you know why he's scary?
Why?
Because every time he makes a point, he calls them noobs. Yo, let's noobs. You gotta go to, that's what he does every single
You're
time.
a slave to the meme, man. I've always said that.
Slave to the meme.
Yeah, always said that.
Whatever works.
Yeah. 8-2, just give you pistols here, no armor. Should be quite a convincing round for G2, and that was a big one for them. They would have been broken after this one, and they've reset HellRaisers once more. So, I'm not sure what kind of money they have going to the next round. If anyone can hear me, I'd like to pull that up quickly, but I always ask and never receive, so maybe I should stop doing that. 50s Deagles, and it looks like a B attack coming in from G2. Molotov or smoke grenade should stay towards the right-hand side of drop-downs, give them more room to wiggle with here, and we'll see whether they can find this first pick. Exploring drop-down.
Indeed, NBK getting 2 at drop-down. 3, blinded, hits 0 just barely before it.
Not
NBK
bad.
has looked amazing in drop.
Yeah, he looks very assertive, I have to say. Good smoke towards the right-hand side and allows him to find a bit more control to find those 3 kills. 1 by blind as well, not bad at all. And the money, I'm suggesting might be a buy available, but it wouldn't be the best. There might be another tactical pause coming in. There's the boy with the fish. As you seem to talk about him quite a lot, we'll focus on him for now. It's a tribute to you. Leaf.
I was going to say the Leaf. That's where your eyes would be. You noticed the camel toe on Alex immediately, so I knew you were looking at the Leaf.
The camel
Why
toe.
is that, Henry?
Oh, the camel toe is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Good lord. That made me
It was
laugh.
almost a moose knuckle.
Yeah, right?
Shox will get inside of the arch, smoke down in front of the box.
Excuse me.
Molotov CT side to clear the arch. That's kind of interesting. Different perspective of things. But a smoke out and Body still manages through. I've got no game sounds. I'm not sure if that's just our headset or hopefully it's not for you guys as well. But either way, it's a good opening pick. It's followed up as Apex will take down Dead Fox and Body backs off because he has to.
Oh, wow.
At least for now.
So
They're already
fast.
working in A. There's no need for Body to overcommit. Apex gets Angel.
They're getting destroyed here, HellRaisers. G2 just ravishing them as they go quickly towards the A side of the map. Apex operating by himself and very effectively at that. Gets the first kill, long A. This goes so fast. The CDs don't even have a chance to rotate over. He kills him as he's coming out connector. And it's going to be a 5-on-2, and the HellRaisers team have no option but to save here. MBK might go down, just about avoids death there. So we're trying to back him up. Good work from him, but Body is quick on the case to try and challenge here. I'm not sure if that flashbang went out. Oh, he's throwing the pistol to try and bait him out, but he will be punished all the same. And another clean sweep for G2 with 4 players surviving. That's going to be another Rika going forward, double digits. This will be quite a quick one, but looks things. Pause comes in for HellRaisers. This is looking rough. $2,500. You saw it just then. 3 rounds in a row now. So $2,400 coming on top of the money they already had, which was almost nothing. So it has to be an eco now, and it'll be 11-3 It was 11-2, 11-3. 11-2, I think.
Well, there's your kills. 0 is 11 and 11 to lead the way for HellRaisers.
MBK.
Dead Fox has 2. That's a player we've talked about that actually has come into this team and was a big surprise when Oscar departed. And
he's barely had the AWP, though, to be fair.
Well, that's the thing. And he's done so much for them, but this game he's dead silent. NBK, meanwhile, has been doing very, very well. New ink on the arm.
Yeah, new ink on the arm, indeed. Dead Fox, yeah, looking very quiet. MBK assertive, finding the kills. To be fair, everyone on GC right now seems to be hitting all their shots. That's why I was kind of saying in the game before, in terms of their form, everyone's contributing and looking incredibly sharp. Frag leaders of the AWP, not Kenny S, who's actually to the bottom. To be fair, there's not really many kills left for him to deal with after his teammates was running around and killing absolutely everyone. 11 kills for Shoxy, and Dead Fox, unfortunately, only with 2. One of which was with the AWP. So another Eco coming in, and it will be 11-2 after this. And oh god, Apex, how fast was that? I think it was Angel who went aggressive towards Long A and got his head blown off there. Had a deagle and tried to challenge.
Long A or bottom mid? I think the timing would have been bottom.
I did.
Was it? Okay.
I was kind of.
That's very fast to get to Long A even still then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There's the blood on the wall. Extremely fast. The Apex, meanwhile, trying to get Sticko down inside of the doorway. He's got a 5-7. He's faded once for now, but not that time. Get lucky twice. 10-2 for G2. We expected, well, at least I expected this to be quite convincing if G2 showed up like they did yesterday. Cobblestone as well. I think this is a map that they could claim as their own.
Well, yeah, they're showing that, aren't they?
I think long term, though.
They gave us an amazing performance in Inferno yesterday, and they're showing us how well prepared they are for this event. This looks like another clean-cut round. They might get a couple of kills in Zero's position. Yep. There it is. He'll be dealt with momentarily. Shoxy won't allow him to be alive much longer. Pull back, maybe.
Yeah, he's trying it. Problem is he can't give up all his ammo. He's got 7 kills. 7 kills, or excuse me, 7 bullets, and therefore, okay, thankfully a Tech 9 because he's going to get pushed in by Bondic. Okay, turns around with the Tech 9 to get that shot. 11-2.
Number 14, another buy. Dead Fox with the AWP once again, 2 for 11. He starts stepping up. He's one of the superstars of the team, and we need him to start posting numbers here. 1 AWP kill so far.
1 AWP kill is not much at all to work with. And that therefore means I'm going to be looking to him in this round, putting an emphasis on his position with the AWP. We're going to be looking from the skies to Kenny S as he starts to look toward long. No pressure applied at this point yet. Angel is there, but Dead Fox, he's a B, playing passive toward the statue, trying to cancel them out on entrance in this way. With the AWP in that position, therefore, they can put more pressure onto the drop room, try and shut down the man who's been opening it up every single round, NBK. Very, very good.
Very, very good. Double AWP set up once again.
C'est parfait, mon ami.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think of any French I can remember. J'habite le Congo?
Oui, oui.
Like that?
No.
It's not good, is it?
Je ne comprends pas.
Okay, perfect.
MBK will wait. Getting a little bit more calculated. I think at this point he knows there's likely to be a counter for him, and there is indeed one right below him. He does not know it yet. It's Apex and Shox this time to open things up. Oh, Kenny, just on scope. The exact time that Angel looks to try and get another peek. He's been all right, considering the scoreline, considering they're not winning much duels. Angel's been contributing in ways, especially in the round that they did win, the first round that they won, where he picked up 3 kills, but in ways toward A that's been slowing down G2. MBK again, they give up watching drop because kills come elsewhere, slips down, gets another kill. He's doing more than enough to create space, and they'll close out the round. I don't think it was a team ace. I think Apex got 2. It might have been a team ace. Was it Body and Shox that opened it up?
It's certainly an interesting question. I'm not sure.
Well, you're supposed to know these things.
I've had my NPC, I can tell you.
That's not an excuse.
I haven't just got as much information as you have. But here we go. The final round of the half. This is looking pretty grim now. Not the game we kind of hoped for after HellRaisers' big performance against FaZe yesterday. It looks like G2 are now just not even have to execute, just doing the default at the start. Apex is running around wherever he likes and finding kills. 12-2 and likely to be 13-3 considering the buy. 1 pistol, 4 SMGs. Not great. Can't really do, even though they get the Molotovs down, they force someone out. Don't really have the weaponry to challenge that sort of range. So, and the first kill once again for Shoxy. I'm actually loving his AWP at the moment. It's actually incredible to watch. It's really good how amazing it is with every discipline of the game.
Yeah, Shox is sick. I mean, Thorin says this all the time. He has the skill set that's unparalleled in many ways. It's just that we don't often see it Thorn says that he's could easily be the #1 in the world. I don't dispute that. We just need to see more from him. Maybe this is the start of it. Sticko's got MBK down finally toward that dropper. The AK fell down over the wall. Body's going to take down Dead Fox, though. It's still the advantage, 4-on-1. And we could have a 13-2 half for G2.
Very likely at this point.
The other thing I want to say about Shox' op, it seems this map as well is somewhere he's very good with it. Whether or not that'll translate to other maps, obviously he has the skill, but does he have the positional style? Does he have the aggression down? But this map's working very well for him.
Absolutely, and it's going to be quite a clean-cut affair there for the French side, continuing their good form we saw yesterday. G2 go up 13-2. No one really arriving for HellRaisers whatsoever, especially the likes of Dead Fox. We expect him to go above and beyond with the AWP. I think he got 1 orb kill in total. That's not going to be good enough to try and beat a team of this caliber. So, Matthew, I assume we're taking a quick break this time.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to do that, and we'll be right back with the second half.
Well, things are not looking good for HellRaisers. In fact, G2 is looking excellent. They are 13-2 up after the first half of Cobblestone. It is T side, which is the favored side, but still 13-2 doesn't speak
Not
to
so
favorites.
much anymore, you say that.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, since the steps were implicated after a few months of that, it was actually balancing out. Not, I would still say it's a T-sided map, but it's definitely not as crazy as it used to be.
Sure, that stairs position added so much ability to beat the long tunnel.
Initially, it didn't seem like it would add that much, but as the map stabilized, people learning how to use it effectively, it's actually, I'd say about 60-40 right now.
Well, if that's the case, it's still...
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
It's still a bit of a nightmare, but... Anyway, Apex, using the smoke and 5-7 combo, you can buy those together in the pistol round. It's a very effective combo. USP is great, but if you want to spam and have lots of close range potential, the 5-7 can be a lot more beneficial, especially if you're a fan of that weapon. It's actually a really cool buy to bring to the table. But long range control gathered by the T's. They had to expend the smoke, but honestly, that's Apex's smoke. But they still have one forward towards connector, but we're going back towards B. This is a must-win pistol, I have to say. Let's see if they can do it.
Shox in Hobbit Hole.
It's a good position for right now. Perfect, almost.
They're going around and around. They faked, well, they didn't fake, but they cleared out long in danger, then backed away. Now they go. Now the crossfire sets. MBK goes down early, but Body and Shox still doing damage. He'll go to the stairs late. Shox try and find 1 bullet's all he needs, but the kill on Sticko does eventually land it. Across to A, though. 5-7 for Apex. Fast shooting, but needs to hit shots. Goes aggressive to get the headshot on Bondic. Goes back, but Angel hits a good shot. Zero follows that up, but he's on 8 HP. 1 versus 1 with Body, and Body gets it. That might be the end. No bomb plant either, so they'll force, obviously. but they won't have much to work with.
I'm a big fan of Body. I think he's such a good player.
Underrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stable.
He's so good to watch. Like in terms of like you're like a purist Counter-Strike player, and you watch the way he plays and approaches situations. He's so like well thought out every decision he makes, and that's another.
Dust 2 B site was really good for him, and I was worried when that left because that was the most we saw from him previously.
Yeah.
It was a debate between he and Sixer for this team apparently.
I think they made the right decision. I think Six is great, and I think it's a bit of a shame he's being used as an AWP now. But obviously, they have a bit of a necessity in that side of the camp. But we'll see how that develops. I think Body's amazing. I think he's really good. Anyway, 14-2. We said that was a must-win pistol for HellRaisers. It doesn't come in. Now there's the plant. They have to force buy here. Sticko, he'll be without body armor. And this could be match point as quickly as that. A little bit underwhelming this game so far, but maybe they can do something with these Tech 9s.
Smoke off. Drop through. Zero taken by Body, spraying down yet another. And he's looking for the headshot, but enough time bought to allow Apex to walk back in. Shocks and Kenny contribute. And there's the high five. It's going to be 15-2.
Oh, we're going to see those secret handshakes after this game as well.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to make up our
I'm
mind
actually going to leave you to solo cast. I'm going to go over. I got one with Shocks now.
You got one ready to go and run for every game. I want to go. I've got one.
Shocks and I are ready.
I've got one.
The last time we were in Ukraine and did something synchronized, it was, well, that's not stream repeatable. But it was a good after party.
Which
good
one,
time.
sorry?
I don't think you were at that event. That was before we were in duo.
Ah, a long time ago. Yeah, 2
Long,
years.
long time ago. I can still remember
The good old days.
how the music, yeah.
Well, match point, and you feel like this is done for HellRaisers. Even if they win this round, it's going to take 13 in a row just to get overtime. Too much of a tall order, I'm afraid, for the likes of HellRaisers against G2 in this form we're seeing right now. We're looking incredibly sharp.
Good shot, Shocks. Grab zero. Bondic dinked up as well. Through the wall, or did he dink the other way? I'm not sure. I heard it dink. It must have gone through the wall and not done much damage. Apex has Angel. The game is done. Thank you, G2. You've got us almost back on schedule. It's just a formality of allowing Sticko to die. As he starts to walk into bottom mid, and he's there. Dink goes back, but not quite. Body shot because it was Deagle, but it doesn't matter. 16-2, G2, 2-0, and looking incredibly good in this tournament so far.
I said before this tournament, Matt, I think semi-final is very realistic. The way they're playing right now, they keep this up, like that, they could definitely make that, maybe more. It's very exciting to watch how good they got. There's the secret handshakes.
There it is. Boom,
Everyone's
boom.
got oh no, MBK. Oh no, it is different. Everyone's got a different one.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Maybe we should get a different one of every different caster, and we can have that.
Every different caster.
Yeah, every caster.
Well, I mean, I only cast with you. So when else would people see it?
Well, if I could start coaching again.
Do you want to try one?
Yeah, let's make one up now.
Let's do it. All right, it's over to you, Alex.